Hi guys, it's Craven here. Week 2 of the Fitness with the Vikings, and today we're going to do the Vikings challenge.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt Cook and I'm going to be taking part in the Vikings challenge today as well. Right, before we get cracking into the session, we need to do a warm-up today first. So the main reason for the warm-up is to get the heart rate raised, get our muscles ready for the session and avoid any injury in the session that we're going to do. So we're going to start off doing 3 to 5 minutes in this warm-up to get this heart rate going.
We're going to start off with high knees on the spot.
So we'll probably do about 30 seconds on each little intro exercise.
Let's try and pick up the speed as we go on.
I think Danny's got the clock.
We've got 10 seconds.
Nice.
5, 3, 2, 1. Straight into squats, bodyweight squats.
Make sure when you're doing this, try and keep your heels on the ground as you do it. As you see, feet shoulder width apart, keeping that back straight as you go down.
5 seconds. Time. Straight into lunges. Chest up. Just push back up off that front foot.
Now the breathing's getting heavier. If the breathing's getting heavier and you're getting a bit warmer, you know you're doing the right thing.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Open and close your hips, or otherwise known as over the gate. Get them hips opened up and loosened off. You can do alternate legs, or you can do 15 seconds on one leg, 15 on the other. Change legs.
For the young whippersnappers out there, this would be great for you. For me, I can just feel all my bones creaking. It's a great exercise.
Last exercise is jumping jacks, straight into it. This will really raise your heart rate, ready for the session. Ten seconds. Time. There's your warm up done, guys.
All done, all ready to roll. If you feel you need more for your upper body, maybe throw some down ups in, which is literally just there and up and back down, and repeat that for 30 seconds. But I feel pretty ready to go if you do.
Yeah, I'm ready. Right, so this is the last challenge that we're going to do. We're going to progress it from last week, which was the passing into the bucket challenge. This time I'm going to kick it into the bucket. So Matt's going to put the bucket into the corner, find the corner which is nice and stable, take 3 steps away, big steps from the bucket, and you get 6 attempts to kick your sock into the bucket. So the first one, this technique's a bit all over the place, so remember to hold your sock or ball wherever you are in 2 hands. You've got to drop it onto your foot pretty much, head down, and follow through with your kick. It should go straighter. Just keep your foot as straight as you can. See, that one's closer. Come on, Cookie, you're killing me
It's
then.
not my forte, this.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse. Last one. No pressure.
Oh,
Awful.
I held the sock
And
the
that's
wrong way
what a
around.
pat forward does to you. Hopefully you guys can do better than that. Do it, like I said, 6 attempts, little rest and go again. Keep score.
So now that we've done the practice round, which I terribly demonstrated, Danny's going to take over now and up the challenge a bit. So what we're going to do is, Danny being a main kicker, he's going to have 1 minute on the clock to try and get as many as he can in the bucket. So that's how you progress this challenge. Obviously I need a lot more practice at it, so I'll keep with the sixes in future. But when you're as good as this man, we'll see how many you can get in a minute. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh!
Am I retreating?
Yeah, you can get it from me.
If you've got a partner to pass it back, it's going to help them get as many as they can in a minute.
Can't even catch it. Too much.
Oh, here we go. Now we're flying. He's utilising the back wall.
Trying, using the backboard. Awful. Oh my god. I'm getting as bad as you, Cookie.
Come on, Danny, we've got to get free. We've got to get free.
No. Oh my
Same.
god, I'm getting
Go on. Hey!
one more.
Hey! We got the three. Now that we've finished all of our session, we're going to make sure we end it with a cool down. Main reasons for this is to just get the heart rate back down to normal, relax the muscles. We'll be doing some stretching in this cool down, so it should help develop our flexibility and then hopefully avoid any soreness or mitigate any soreness, which means reduce for the following day.
Right, so first one, we're going to start with our tricep. So, hand on your elbow and push this arm down. Try and get your hand as far down your back as you can.
On this stretch here, you should be feeling it all down the back of the tricep here. Danny's doing a great demonstration. Like he said, try and reach your hand as far down your back as possible when doing it. And use this hand here to push down on your elbow. Now you should feel a nice stretch feeling. It shouldn't be painful though. If it's painful, come off it a bit, ease a bit.
And swap
Otherwise
arms.
you could injure it. So it just should feel like a nice stretch. And you want to be holding each one for about 30 seconds. So 30 seconds hold on one arm, and then once you've done that, you'll move to your other arm and do 30 seconds on that.
5 seconds. give your arms a shake off. Next one we're going to go into is for your lats. So it's similar again, arm across, hand on your elbow, and push your elbow to your other shoulder.
When you do this, try and keep all your core here, the front part of your body facing forward, and then it's only this arm that's coming across then. So the arm's across, like Danny said, using the other opposite hand to pull your elbow in and across here. You should feel the stretch. Some in your deltoid here, but mainly down your lats, which is all this side muscles here. And again, it's a 30-second stretch on one side.
And swap sides.
Doing all this will help with some mobility in your shoulder joint as well, helping you keep mobile and supple.
Five seconds. 2, 1, and have a shake off. We're going to go into a leg one now. It's your quad. So standing, if you've got the balance. If you've not got the balance, then you can hold on to something, maybe a wall, or if you've got a partner, you can hold on to your partner. And you're just pulling from your ankle up and try and get your heel to your bum. Feel a nice stretch down the front of your leg.
Whilst doing this, try and keep your hips forward and engaged there, so don't let them push back like that. Try and keep your hips forward whilst doing the stretch. So hips forward, tummy, belly button tucked in. Try and bring that heel to your butt. And it should stretch all of this quad here. 30 seconds on each side again.
Like we said, if you can't balance on your own, hold on to a wall, make it easier for yourself.
You'll also notice, Annie, the leg is working. If I show you here now, it's not coming out to the side, it's not going over that side. We're trying to keep that knee close to the other knee there whilst we're doing it. Now that we've finished our quads, we're now going to move on to our hamstrings, which is all the muscles down the back of the leg here. I'm going to stretch those out. So to do this, we'll take a knee here, keep a good core here, upright, this leg out in front, slight bend in that knee, and then you're just going to sit back into it and lean forward ever so slightly until you feel a bit of a stretch running down the back of the hamstring there. If we're looking at it side on, heel on the floor, toes pointed up, slight bend in the knee, back straight, and then sit back into it and lean forward slightly. And like I say, you should feel it all down the back of the hamstring here, and just hold that stretch for 30 seconds. Again, if it's painful, ease off it a little bit. You don't want to ever be in pain, it just wants to feel like a nice stretch. We'll do that for 30 seconds on one leg, and then we'll change to the other leg.
Change over.
And we call all these stretches that we're doing are a form of static stretching that we're doing for 30 seconds on each leg. You could do this for between 30 seconds to a minute on each leg, and you could probably do it 3 times round on each muscle. But it's key that you do it at the end of the session when you're holding these longer stretches, whilst the body's all warm and mobile, and whilst you're cooling down. You don't really want to be doing this before training, always after.
Right. Next stretch is for your groins. So sat on your bum, feet together, elbows on the inside of both of your knees. Try and pull your feet in and push down with your elbows on your knees to push your legs out. And you should feel this in your groin area.
Key on this is also keep a straight back. Try and stay as upright as you can, whilst also using your elbows to push down on your knees. Another key point in all of these stretches as well is to make sure that you relax your breathing. So take nice deep breaths in through your nose, 5 seconds, and then slowly out through your mouth, 5 seconds. And just relax into the stretch. You'll feel if you get your breathing nice and relaxed, the stretching should also feel easier and your movement should be able to go a bit further.
Yep. Right.
Moving on, working our way further down the body now. We're going to do our calves, which are these muscles here down the lower leg at the back. And to do this, I'm going to get into a press up sort of position. Put one foot over the other foot. And it's just about trying to sit back a little bit and push your heel into the ground. And try and get the back of this heel pushed into the floor. And you should feel that stretch all down the back of your calf. If you can't, just sit further back into it. By that I mean your bum will come higher into the air.
Change legs.
Whilst doing this as well, if you've got a wall instead and you can't really feel it doing that, you can always lean up against the wall and get into that position and push into the stretch there. Again, feet facing forward, heel trying to push into the floor. You should feel the stretch all through the calf muscles.
Last one. You want to do this one, Cookie?
Yeah, last one. Call it the prayer stretch. So you just on your knees, feet shoulder width apart. Just sit back onto your heels if you can. Hands out in front.
Chin on chest. And just try and sit back as far as you can. Get your bum onto the back of your heels and your feet.
And you should feel the stretch. You'll feel it everywhere for your delts, your lats, all your lower back.
I'll show you from the side. And just holding this for 30 seconds again.
Right guys, that's your cool down done. If you could send your pictures, videos into @WidnesRL, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next week.